Hello. Okay, today I'm going to teach you about synthesizing text, whereby you'll be combining authors or writers. Sometimes we refer them to as sources. Okay, we've done a little bit of this about 2 weeks ago, and today we will be going through somewhat the same process. But today I will also be introducing to you something called the concept matrix. So here are the outcomes. Sorry for that. To analyze like the relevant information for a synthesis, to develop and produce a concept matrix of similarities and differences in a text. So in the text. So the thing is similarities as well as differences. Develop and produce a longer synthesized text. So that is the main outcome. Now, you are supposed to read some articles and consider the following. But I do not want you to consider who's in the audience or what is objective. I mean, yeah, you can consider the objectives. The these things are also fine, but you don't have to what is the tone. It's not necessary. Those are the things you just ask yourself when you're reading, but you do not have to consider. I mean, you do not have to state it in the concept matrix as you will see later on. Okay, so what are the articles? Let's just take a look at this. The articles. Okay. You can download the article from ULEARN. So these articles are on malaria prevention. So you need to write an informative, balanced report of at least 4 paragraphs, and you need to state the issues raised for someone with very little knowledge on the subject. So before you do all these things, I want you to go with the articles. So there should be Article 1, Article 2, and Article 3. If you notice, I have highlighted some information there. Actually, it's not some information that's found in the text. It is actually minus. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I did remind you to always write notes on each paragraph, because it will help you to recall or remember what were the points that you read. Considering you have 4 articles to read, you might not remember what you have read earlier. Okay, so guys, please do that. Read all 4 articles. The 4 articles are by Guterres, Ferreira and Moore, Brown, and last one is Ferdinand and Day. Okay, so let's go back to the sides. Just a minute. Okay, so it requires you to take note of certain things. But before you take note of these certain things, I'll just write down on each paragraph one of the main points, because it will really help you. And after you have done that, for all the 4 articles, just move myself there. Let me introduce to you the concept matrix. The concept matrix is actually just a grid. A grid means we have lines, horizontal lines as well as vertical lines, which is a visual representation. It shows the similarities and differences between several texts for fast reference, and it is also a way to avoid plagiarism. Okay. So guys, sorry about this. Where is the slide? Okay. Here, I need to. Hang on. I can't get you in the box, so let me just push it up a bit. I'll put myself here. Okay. And so I made some amendments because this is more helpful for you when you are doing the concept matrix stuff. It's just a slight changes, but it is very, very helpful. So on top here, you have common theme, or one theme that is evident in all the articles. I want you to think of what could the theme be. But before you do that, you might want to get the other stuff I found here. So we have these columns. In the first column on the leftmost side, we have in-text citation. So in-text citation is how you would write the names of the authors as in-text citation. You have Guterres, you have Ferreira, and more, Brown, as well as Farin and Day. Okay, do not forget to write the year as well. Yeah, these will help you when you are writing your in-text citation. Okay, and this is according to APA. So the next column, it depends on what one put. Okay, in the original slides, it would be who is it written for, what is the thesis statement, the objective, and the tone. All right, but because I want you to think deeper as well as come up with the points to write the essay, first put in thesis statement or main idea of the article. So for some of the boxes are filled up, it's already done for you. And what you can do is read what it says. For Therese, for instance, it says that the main article is the safety of the use of the EET in insect repellent is doubtful. So do you get that? Do you get that when you read the article? And let's move on to the second article. It says plant-based repellent is effective but not long-lasting. Is that what you get? Okay. And then the next one is Brown. Developing malaria vaccine is pricey. That means it is expensive. So did you get that by reading the first article? The articles itself. And remember, this is the statement. That means the main idea, the overall, the general idea of that particular article. Okay. There's a box here where it's empty, and your job, my dear students, is to put in what field is the thesis statement or the main idea of the article. So for Radin and Day, please fill box up. Right? I hope it is clear. Yeah. And then the next column we have objective. Similarly, for Guterres, Ferreira, and more, the objectives are written down. And the last one, for Radin and Day, it is also written down. What's missing is Brown. So what do you think the object is? Okay, please write it down. Then, what are the advantages or disadvantages of synthetic repellent, as well as advantages or disadvantages of natural repellent? And these 2 points are the points that I felt relevant or rampant or prevalent throughout the articles that were given. Okay, so I think what you can do is to actually write down, what do you think? In Guterres, are there any advantages or disadvantages written on synthetic repellent? If there are none, just leave it empty. Okay, but make sure it's really none. Then, if there's none, then there should be something on natural repellent. Okay, this particular column. So what you need to do, my dear students, is to fill all of these boxes up. Okay, so that concludes the first section of today's lecture. What you need to do right now is to, number 1, read the 4 articles. Write down little notes on each of the paragraph. It's meant for you to understand. After you have done all the 4 articles, do not take too much time. You can skim through. It's difficult to understand. Yeah, the vocabulary or the level of English is way. It can be read by everyone. Yeah, in your class. Then next, please fill out this content box. Okay. Right. After you have done with all of these boxes here, don't forget to fill the top one here. What is the common theme or one theme that is evident in all the articles? Throughout. Okay, throughout all the 4 articles, what can tie all of these points? Okay, these points are actually columns, are actually the points. So give one title or topic or something which may not be just one word. It can be a phrase, it can be a whole sentence that will tie everything together. All right.